for Canton. Michael Freeman rims it around. Zach White gets there first. He hits his man hard. Kaufman comes up with it now. He's working hard. He'll rim it all the way around. Freeman skates hard to get there first, and he does. He keeps it in. Oh, and a lead pass just misses Zach White. Kaufman will collect it in the neutral zone for the Blue Devils. Tonight, they are the Pink Devils, and a great event here to support breast cancer awareness. Puck rimmed in. Jimmy Morgan gets there at the same time as his counterpart for Canton. Michael Freeman lays it onto Zach White. White waits. He fires on. It just misses. Hunter Long getting hooked. The puck is loose behind the net. Sent in front. Reese still loose. Oh, and it's sent in the corner. The goalie's down and out. Zach White takes a big hit here. Being played with it is still Hunter Long, Jimmy Morgan, Zach White battling. Fredonia's defense vacates the zone, but they're able to get a change. Puck still loose. And we're back to even strength.
Several players battling on the far wall there. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, 5:35. And the referee finally blows it loose. Or blows it dead.
You know what? Some frantic play there, Chris. What a chance they had in front. I don't know how that stayed out. But Erickson doing a great job. And maybe that's a big story if Can's able to hang on and win this game, Chris. 7 goals the night before to 1 tonight. Boy, oh boy, what a piece of goaltending from Erickson.
You're absolutely right, John. Erickson's got 27 saves. Eric Bogart at the other end with 32. We've got a chance here. Devoney will spin one in off the stick of Bogart behind the net. Oh, and it was sent in front. Noticing Bogart was out of his net. And the puck sent back down. Racing to get to it. Icing waved off. There's Langlois. Shoved into the boards there by DeMarco on a clean play. And finishing his check there was Manello.
DeMarco has to be careful. Although those were 2 clean hits, he can't take a penalty here. Oh, and here's a play here. DeMarco comes back with it. His shot on just wide, but is blockered away. Puck rimmed up. Casal keeps it in. Battling for it. Here's the Blue Devils. Oh, and a cross-check in front. Staying with it. Still loose. Fredonia has the puck now. Delayed penalty coming up. And I don't know why he did that to give it away. That's tough. That's a tough one to just hand away. Rich DeMarco. Chris, I could see if they already have a power play and you want to get to the 5-on-3, then you give it away. You had possession there. That's a head scratcher, correct?
I agree with you. You know, they'd get that extra attacker on the ice. It's like a power play before the power play even happens.
You know, well said.
2 more men on the ice.
Well said. So a bit of a head scratcher there.
Yeah.
You don't really know what happened.
Nonetheless, Hunter Long on the ice to take this face-off for Fredonia. He wins it. Played there by Kaufman. On the near side, Zach White. Zach White with it on the point. Tried to find Freeman. And Freeman didn't realize he was looking for him with a pass. Puck goes out of the zone. Coming back in, Jimmy Morgan. He's hitting the boards by Rosen. And back here now is Kaufman. Kaufman actually sent to Kaufman. Played here by Rosen, hit there by Morgan.
Here's Zach White. Zach White, he'll pass it to Kaufman. Kaufman moves it to the top. Michael Freeman, back to Kaufman. Kaufman waits. He waits. He'll run a switch with Freeman. Sends it in front. It's still loose. Oh, and it'll be cleared the length of the ice. No, it's kept in. Oh, and it's just out. Oh, boy, Zach White. He'll lay it on to Hunter Long. Hunter Long comes in the zone. Hunter Long, he'll escape one man, but he gets checked to the ice. The puck's cleared now all the way down the ice. 1 minute to go in the Fredonia power play. Just under 4 minutes left in the regulation as John Carlson will set it up behind his net, and he'll start skating it up ice. Max Ross, he'll chip it in. Weird bounce off the stanchion. Matsumoto, and we'll have a whistle.
Taylor Bourne was in before the puck, expecting it. Excuse me, that was Ortiz. It was in before the puck. Expected it to go down the ice, as did everybody here in Steel Hall, and took one of the famous weird bounces off the stanchion and stayed out of the zone. Face off at center ice now. Ortiz, Bourne, Polachuk, Carlson, and Freeman. The 5 on the ice. Excuse me, not Freeman, it's Ross at the other point.
Puck won there. Here's Polachuk. Polachuk stops. Oh, he lays it in. Oh, and some confusion there. Oh, then there's a penalty coming up to Fredonia. That's a tough one to take. Boy, oh boy, that's a frustrating penalty for all those in attendance here at Steel Hall. Some miscommunication, Chris, and that's what you hate to see, is the miscommunication led to the penalty.
No, you're absolutely right, John. Carlson was trying to recover to get back on defense, and I guess just interfered with his man, so we'll go 4-on-4 hockey here for roughly a minute and a half, and then Canton will have, we'll go 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and then Canton will have a power play for a minute and a half of these 3 minutes and 23 seconds that are left in the game. Kolcheski in for the face-off. He won it to Canton. Played with it there is Beasley. Send one wide of Bogart. Kolcheski, the first one there. Back to Beasley down low. Bogart will cover up there on the side of the net for a whistle. 3:12 to play. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Canton. A minute 49 for the penalty to Fredonia.
Time is definitely a factor here, and perhaps that's what stings the most about the timing of the penalty. As if they kill it off, Fredonia will only have just over a minute and 15 seconds to get to work and tie this game up. Sent around the net. Zach White, his pass too far for Schaus. And now Canton will go to the play of power. Beasley chips it to himself. He gets there first. Fredonia, although they are looking to tie it up. Oh, Bogart with a save in front. He bats it away. Fredonia has to be aware that although they're trying to tie it up, they have to kill the penalty first, Chris.
You're absolutely right, John. A minute 10 left on the penalty kill for the Blue Devils. Playing with it now in the near corner. Sent down the ice. A good defensive play there by who else? Hunter Long. Behind the net now, the Canton Kangaroos will come back out on offense. With it now is Dora. He skates one, dumps it into the zone. Played there by Kaufman. Kaufman to Ross. Ross with it in the far corner. Tries to send one out. Hit a body. And stayed in.
Oh, big save. Here comes Polachuk. Polachuk, a nice move to the inside. Polachuk gets over the line, and another offsides call. That's a tough one to take there for Fredonia, as they had a good look there from Polachuk coming in with speed, Chris. And if there's one player this weekend you want the puck on a stick with the game on the line, Bobby Polachuk.
Absolutely right, Johnny. As we said earlier, 5 points last night. A goal and 4 assists. Hasn't made as big of an impact tonight. He's got the assist on the only goal for Fredonia by Marcus Ortiz. Dumped in on the glove of Erickson was Michael Freeman. Played back now behind the Canton net. 1:45 to play in the game. 20 seconds left on the Fredonia penalty kill. Played with there and mishandled. Played to the far side of Bogart, our near side. Puck tried to find Bourne, was on the skates of Rosenborg, had a chance, but couldn't capitalize there. Freeman and now Sova. Sova moving in now. Got one to the front of Bogart. And it'll be Freeman was looking for Kaufman, and Kaufman was making a change, so he went to the bench as the puck was left vacant on the far side. Bogart looking to the bench. Ortiz down the near wall.
1 minute to go here in a 2-1 hockey game. And here's Cassell. He'll leave it for Ross. Ross starts skating it up the ice. He leaves it for Cassell. Cassell's board pass intercepted. Oh, here's Todd Schaus. Oh, and he gets tripped. No call here, and that's a head scratcher. That would have been a beautiful time for the ref to make a call that he's made so much here tonight. 38 seconds to go. No icing is the call. Sam Wilbur leaves it. Bogart's still in his net. Puck flipped ahead. Hunter Long gets there. Oh, he makes a move. Oh, he's hauled down. Still no call. Again. Sam Wilbur plays it down. Hunter Long leaves it. They're battling for it. Oh, Hunter Long plays it in front. It's on top of the net. No, it's not. It's down low. Here it is. Puck, Polachuk with it on the goal line. Polachuk sends it in front. Still loose. Here's 10 seconds to go. One last opportunity. Taylor Bourne sends it in front. 5 seconds. Wilbur's got to make a play. He sends it low, and that'll do it. A tough loss for the Blue Devils. A late
and we've got some after the whistle stuff here. Some 3-on-2 for Canton in the near corner down to our right. Some physical play as both teams very upset right now. Surprisingly, Canton isn't being sent back to their bench.
Tough loss for the Blue Devils. But, Chris, the most important thing here is all the money that's raised for breast cancer awareness, not the result you wanted. But then again, it's a hockey game, and it's just a game, but so many people's lives are affected by breast cancer and other forms of cancer. So the moral here, and something that you can hang your head high about, is all the money and awareness brought to the American Cancer Society.
You're absolutely right, John. A nice moment. I just saw Jeff Flagler giving a talk there to Eric Bogart, saying, hey, man, it's a tough one, but nothing you can do about it. You played great, and he did. Eric Bogart with 36 saves on the night. Josh Erickson in the net for Canton had 31 saves. So both goaltenders played well. A tough one to swallow here for these Blue Devils. As I just said, Bogart played very well. Offense sputtered after a 7-goal performance last night. But, you know, not too much but positives for these Blue Devils here tonight. John, you know, a tough one for these Blue Devils. I don't know what other word to use right now, man.
Chris, they had a big win last night, and sometimes emotionally that can be tough on you. But here's the best part about it. You never like to look at positives after a loss, but hey, not a Suniac game. So, take the positives away. We've seen a lot of success with the new neutral zone system Fredonia's been playing. Have you noticed that as well?
Yeah.
So they've implemented it. Now they've had a couple weekends to play around with it, and for the most part, it's worked for them. So, with that being said, can they find a way to make plays here down the stretch? They have a big game next weekend. We have Brockport, who currently they trail by 3 points. Now, that's a big game, not only if Fredonia is able to get to win, but that takes away 2 points from the team they're playing. After that, Geneseo. But you can't look past Brockport, as if you lose that game, or even if you tie it, you're pretty much out. But after that, they finished with Cortland, and maybe, just maybe, it'll come down to that last game against Oswego, one of the perennial powerhouses here in the Suniac. But no doubt about it, the most exciting game of the season, that'll come up the 12th of February here at Steel Hall at 7 p.m. against the Brockport Golden Eagles. Chris, always a pleasure to call this game with you. Closing thoughts, really strong game from Bogart in a losing effort. You had some freshmen play really well. Bobby Polachuk, perhaps a breakout weekend for him. He looks like he could be an All-American here coming up.
No, you're absolutely right, John. One thing I was a little surprised by Bogart getting the start tonight, as, you know, he played last night. But
he got the win last night. I can see where you're coming from.
That's true.
Well, but you know what? You make a good point there. In a non-conference game, maybe you want to see something from Flagler. I didn't think about it that way. But you know what? Just to play devil's advocate, he had a big one last night.
Yeah.
You want to find somebody to be the guy, right? But you know what? You also need 2 goalies to be successful. Maybe this would have been a good chance to get Flagler in there. So you know what? That is a good point.
You know, different opinions, but they both make sense, and that's what I like about us, Johnny. You know,
it's always a pleasure to call the games with you, man. You were duly missed last night. Brendan Orr did a valiant job filling in for you.
Yeah.
So a quick tip of the cap to him for coming out, and also for filling in for me here, as I'm a father-to-be any day now. Very exciting stuff, and little hum now there for baby Cullen. But you know what, Chris? Just a closing thought. For all those affected by breast cancer and other forms of cancer, our thoughts are with you here and your girlfriend, her whole family, and you know, we wish you nothing but the best. And you know what, just hang in there, and I know people out there listening home will definitely be sending their well wishes and prayers to you as well.
Really appreciate that, John. You know, I know a lot of people's lives affected by cancer of any sort, not just breast cancer, but tonight especially. You know, okay, yeah. Breast cancer, you know, really big deal, and prayers and thoughts to everybody out there battling it, families and stuff like that as well. So just some closing statistics here on the night. For SUNY Canton, the goal scorers Josh Sova and Eric Hallen in that order. The assists to Joe Casal, Thomas Crabtree, Ben Beasley, and Joe Devunny. For Fredonia, the goal scorer Marcus Ortiz, the assist to Bobby Polachuk. So a tough one to swallow. We'll be back the 12th against Brockport.
Chris, always a pleasure to call with you. Like I said before, my thoughts are with you and your family and your girlfriend's family in this battle. You're not alone, and we all stand together here as Blue Devils. For those listening at home, thanks for tuning in. It's always a pleasure. We do this for you guys, and without you fans, we would be nothing. We wouldn't be here. So a quick tip of the cap to you. And just one last thing. Stick tap to everybody that came out and support this event. It's made it one of the best nights of the year, at least for me. So thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for having me on. And those behind the scenes, back at the studio, and everybody here next to us, the cameras and everything, thank you very much. You're doing a great job, and that's what makes this such an awesome event and such an awesome job to do. Thank you for having me on. I got to head down to the ice. And thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it. So we're going to send it back to the station here, heading out as they present the jerseys to all the families here in Steel Hall Ice Arena. For John Cullen, I'm Chris Hoyt. Have a great night, folks.